today. Yeah, I know. I know I'm a little late. I set it up for 1 o'clock, and I ended up getting sidetracked doing other stuff. So, but here I am. Wait a minute. I gotta go get my Santa hat. So I'll be right back. Can you tie my apron? My arm hurts. My bells are falling. Thank you. I gotta fix my hat. Hold on. All right. There we go. But anyways, welcome. I'm missing something else. Bless you. All right. Okay. So in case you didn't see the thumbnail, I'm gonna try and make two things for today's live stream, cooking live stream. One does not have to do with the other, but hey Mikey, yes you are first. Welcome in. Well, you didn't chat, you didn't say anything. But I am planning on making a dessert as well as one of my favorite appetizers, and one does not have to do with the other. I just wanted to do both of them for today's live stream. So am I at 4K yet? No, for whatever reason yesterday, and I don't know if it's just because of the time of the day, but and I've noticed this in the past. It's not the first time it's happened, where when I check my watch hours first thing in the morning or during the first part of the day, I see one amount, and then before the day ends, sometime in the evening, I notice that it's changed. And the times that I've seen it change, it's usually lower. So I don't know what happened, but for whatever reason yesterday at the start of the day, I was at 3907, but last night I ended up dropping down to 3891. So I've still got less than 100 hours to go. So please, I'm hoping to get my 4K watch hours before Christmas. So we only got a few more days. Are you guys ready for Christmas? But anyways, so today when I checked it, I'm now sitting at 3908. So I don't know what's going on. But anyways, the first thing I'm going to work on is the dessert. Like I said, I'm going to be doing two things today for y'all, and one does not have to do with the other. And yeah, they definitely are on the yeah, like I said, one does not have to do with the other, but I do hope you guys will hang out, smash that like button while you're here, and have some fun with some cooking today. If YouTube doesn't give you your 4K by Christmas, they be right? That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I already have my oven preheating. So we are going to work on the dessert portion for today.
The game is rigged.
And the first part of it is going to be, excuse me, sorry. We are going to be making custard pie. So, nieces, Hey, nieces, I'm so glad to see you in here. How have you been? Again, so glad to see you in here. But we're gonna make some custard pie today. It's been a few years since I've made it, and I've only made it once. So, yeah. All right, let's have some fun, you guys. But don't forget to smash that like button while you're here. Okay. Let me grab some of my other ingredients that we're gonna need. And let me find where the other one went. All right. So we are going to make a custard pie. Come on. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. I got to have my other device for my instructions. Because like I said, I've only done this one time. And welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. All right. So I want to make sure I have all my ingredients. It says to have 4 large eggs, but I'm going to put an extra in there. So we need 3/4 cup. Where's my 3/4 cup? All right, so there's that. Got that. We need milk. And then, of course, we need our whisk. Again, I don't know if you guys can hear all the jingling going on because I have my Santa hat. But hopefully everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. It is beautiful here in Texas. We are sitting in the 70s. It is sunny outside. It's a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. All right, so the first thing. So it says to preheat the oven, and it's already almost there. But right now, what we are going to do is, I'm only going to end up using one. This one is a 2-pack. So I'll need you to, if you can wrap it and... You're my pie man. Right now, I'm cheating with the already ready-made pie crust. It's a deep dish, which for something like this, it's preferable because whenever you're making the custard filling, you know, you're dealing with liquid, so you don't want it to overflow. But it says to go ahead and all right, so I need 2.
This freeze or refrigerate?
Refrigerate. All right, so it says to separate. So I got to separate one egg. Woo! No. No. And it popped. But I'm using the eggshell. If that's a trick you guys haven't heard about, whenever you guys are cracking an egg and eggshells get into the mix, you can actually use the eggshell itself to scoop it out. Because as for those of you guys that have done this, whenever you got an eggshell in the egg mix and you stick your finger in there, all you end up doing is just moving it around. So if you ever get a cracked shell in your egg mix especially before you pop the egg yolk, because then otherwise you're not going to be able to see it, just use the eggshell, the cracked eggshell, to remove it. I did, kind of. Because, all right, so it says to separate one egg white, reserve, brush crust with beaten egg white, and pre-bake for 7 to 8 minutes. Yeah, I know. It'll add a little bit of texture, right? All right, so it says to beat the egg white. So I'm beating it. I'm beating it up. It doesn't say for how long, though. All right, so my oven is ready. I'm beating my egg white. Beat it. Just beat it. No one wants an eggshell. Yeah. I think part of the reason why they want you to beat it is because, again, this is one of the reasons why I like to whisk my eggs before I use it, because it's very stringy. So, and I think that's one of the reasons why maybe it calls for you to whisk the egg white before you brush the pie crust. But there you go. And we are going to brush crust with beaten egg white and pre-bake for 7 to 8 minutes. So we are going to go ahead and brush pie crust. I think it's probably this right here that we're supposed to be brushing. Like I said, it's been a few years since I've made a custard pie, and I know custard pie is a favorite of some of my siblings. So if I can get good at making this, then we won't have to buy it from anyone else. I know and I don't remember the recipe I used also. I don't remember where I got it from. So all right. So one brushed. I see a dry spot. Okay. All right. So one brushed pie crust is going into the oven. Probably really should have put that on a pan. Babe, why didn't you remind me to put it on a... There we go. Now it's on a pan. And while that is baking first, and I'm going to put it in there for 7 minutes, we are going to go ahead and get ready the filling. So according to this, in a large bowl, we're going to whisk together 3 eggs plus the 1 spare yolk. Have you guys ever done the one hand crack and open? Aha, perfect example right here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there's an eggshell in there. So you just take there you go. I got that eggshell in there and not in my batter. That is the downside, I guess, about how you crack your egg. For me, I am going to put 1 extra egg in there because I want it nice and eggy. There we go. Jingle bells, jingle bells. All right. The eggs, whatever's left from the bean. We want the sugar, so we're going to combine all of it. So the sugar, the salt, vanilla, cream, and milk. All right. So we're going to do the sugar. So they want 3/4 cup. Three-quarter cup sugar. 1/4 teaspoon actually, let's do the salt first. So we got the salt. We want a teaspoon vanilla. I still love using this one, very fragrant. And then we are going to do 1 cup heavy cream. Your favorite pie is any pie? Hey, beauty. And I think if you were only to use like this small pint, I think this is only like 2 cups worth. So keep that in mind if you're only buying the little container and you're going to be doing a lot of baking. And 1.5 cup milk. And then we go ahead and start combining all of this. Welcome in, everyone. Happy Saturday, happy holidays. My auto what? I mean, it doesn't say exactly how long to whisk this for. It just says to whisk together these ingredients. But this is exactly why, if you're going to be making a custard pie, you want to either have 2 regular size pie crusts, or like the one I'm using, which is the deep dish. The smell is, it does smell very eggy. Are you talking to me? Was it supposed to do that? Now, it did rise a little bit in the center, but as you can see, it's already going back down. So I'm supposed to let that cool for about 10 minutes. So I'm actually going to put this over here and not on top of the stove where it's still hot. And let's go ahead and keep. It's not stringy from the eggs that's in there. Okay. All right. Just trying to find cooler spots, because with my stove on, my oven is on, the top part of this in certain spots does start to get hot. So basically here in a few more minutes, before I pour this in there, I'm supposed to let it cool down. And I know one of the other things that I've seen, So that way the edge, because this is the one that's, this part of the crust, the rim is exposed. So that way it doesn't overcook. I am just, huh? Oh, people are chatting in the chat. Please, peace be upon you as well. Aw. Peace be with you. Thank you. Huh? Yeah, no. But there's a lot of, you always have trouble with this part. Like I said, I've only made this one time, and it's been a few years, so I'm way out of practice. But while this is still cooling down, I am just taking some strips, and the pie is still hot, or at least the metal part. And I am just covering the edge because I don't want the rim of the pie crust to be all, as we say in Chamorro, doknos. Come on, work with me here. Work with me. Stay. Oh, and thank you. I appreciate the support. And if you are a new subscriber from this live stream, in case you didn't already know this, whenever you subscribe to a channel for the very first time from a live stream, you want to go to their channel when you get a chance and go and watch. Go to one of their short videos, watch it, hit the like button, and even comment. You can say something like, hi there, new subscriber from your live stream, you know, anything to that effect. Because what that does is it validates your, or at least, you know, per YouTube's stipulations, I guess, their rules to validate someone's subscription to the channel, you have to do something like that for your subscription to stick. I'm sorry, what?
I said if they go to, you know, if they go to this live stream and then another one, it'll do the same thing.
Hey, Blue. Welcome in. Nice to see you again. So, in case you didn't see the thumbnail, what's going on, or at least the first part of this live stream, I'm baking a dessert. I am doing a custard pie. I pre-cooked per the instructions for about 7 minutes, the pie crust. And while that was in the oven going, I went ahead and made the pie filling, which is mainly eggs. It's got milk, it's got heavy cream, some vanilla and sugar in there. So I'm waiting just a little bit longer, just a few more minutes for the pie crust to cool down a little bit more. And then what I'm going to do after this is I'm going to be working on one of my favorite appetizers. And then hopefully by the time I'm done with the appetizer, we'll be able to see if this turns out good or not. All right, so it says just to pour it in there. Now again, whenever you're making a pie that has liquidy filling like this, it's suggested that you can pour at least half of the pie filling now and then put it in the oven and then pour the rest. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pour but that is the benefit of having this, the pan that it's sitting on. Let me put this more center. No, stay. See how much that jiggles? That moves. So I think I'm going to wait to pour the rest when it's in the oven. So oven open. Pie going in. Carefully. Rest of the mix is going in. Ah! Yeah, it's sitting on a pan. I wish I had a, so even though it was I still have a little bit of the mix left. So I'm just going to pour this in a separate bowl and save it. And maybe I can buy those mini, I don't know if you guys have seen the mini pie crusts. So we're going to go ahead and save that. All right, so the next one, the next item on the menu is going to be, oh wait, I need to set my timer. So it does say, oh, I forgot the most important ingredient. It says to dust it with nutmeg. Darn it. Now I gotta move it. All right. So we gotta be careful. My hand is in the oven. Dust, dust, dust. All right. Please do not do that. Do not stick your, oh man, that smells so good. Ah, don't shake. Don't shake. Careful, careful. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. So the second part of today's menu is I am going to be making, let me see if you guys can guess. Can you guys see the ingredients from over there? So this is going to be the second part of today's cooking live stream. You've got, you can always use the real stuff, but you've got crab meat, imitation crab meat. I love imitation crab meat, even though we know it's not crab. Still tastes really good. Wonton wrappers, some cream cheese. Can you guys guess yet what I'll be making with this stuff? Huh? No, because on the thumbnail, all it says is a dessert and an appetizer. No clue? No clue? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller. Bueller. No one guess yet? What you're making, girl? It is something that I loved so far. The best one we've ever tried was when we were in Alaska. It was Firewalk was the name of the restaurant, and we were it's a town right outside of the base that we were stationed at, and it was called, the restaurant name was Fire, but they had the best crab rangoon. I'm very hungry. Can you give me the food? Oh, hey there. I don't know if I can send it out that way, but yeah. I might not follow the recipe exactly as it's showing, in which after the live stream is done, I'm going to go ahead and include these recipes in the description box.
Did you already say it? What it was?
Yes, crab rangoon. Crab rangoon. I mean, like I said, you can use the real stuff, but I have no problem using crab rangoon.
Imitation crab.
I'm sorry, imitation. Okay. Worcestershire. I don't know if we have Worcestershire. Do we have Worcestershire? Worcestershire. I know Kat uses Worcestershire a lot, but that definitely makes it more savory. No. Oyster sauce is what we have, not oyster. No, we don't have it. Worcestershire. That's okay. So we are going to start with taking the crab meat, and we are going to dice these up. Because we don't want them bulky. Maybe crab rolls. Very good, very good. But to be exact, it's crab rangoon. There are some places that we've come across over the years that was very close. And the other reason why I have crab meat and wanted to do crab rangoon is because part of our brunch this morning, I made crab fried rice. So I was like, okay, let's do crab rangoon. Because it doesn't take too long to make the, what is this? It doesn't take too long to make to put the crab rangoon together before I start frying it. So I do have the pot. It's still set kind of like on a low medium. Did we finish that other oil? I guess so. And for the most part, it's going to be like a deep fry. So you want to have enough oil in there. That's going to be able to cover maybe half at least when it comes time to frying. But we are just going to go ahead and cut these up because we definitely don't want them to be too bulky. And like I said, I will include the recipe in the description box when all said and done. And if you want to try making this, you can add the ingredients as it's showing. But again, if you don't like it, don't add it. She's a big time, what was her name? Shoot. She's got that famous saying on her channel whenever she's cooking. If you don't like it, don't add it. My sisters know who she is because we talked about her. About how fun it is to watch her cooking show. All right, so we have that. And then from there, we are going to go ahead and it's calling for 4-ounce cream cheese. This is an 8 ounce, so half the package will do. That is true. That's why sometimes when I am cooking, I will say one for the pot, one for me. All right, so 4 ounce. I like how this is the HEB brand, but it has the markings on the package. So if it says 2 ounce, 4 ounce, 6 ounce, or the entire package, but so there's the 4 ounce. So I am just marking the package. Come on, give me my cream cheese. Okay. So it's got it on both sides of the packaging, so I'm going to also mark it on this side. And it does say to use softened cream cheese. So my cream cheese has been sitting out for about an hour. Come on, fall off the spoon. All right. Now, it does call for other savory stuff that you can add in here, but like I said, I'm a little bit more on the sweeter side than I am the savory. So, and that's one of the things that stands out sometimes with some of the places that we've gone to and they have creme rangoon, because there are places that offer up a more savory recipe, but again, I am a little bit on the sweeter side, so when it comes to stuff. So I am going to add a little bit of garlic powder. And I am going to add a little bit of onion. And then now to go ahead and add the sweet to it. So I did add about a teaspoon. So I did add maybe at least a teaspoon worth of sugar in here. And interestingly enough, most of the recipes that I've come across when I was looking for the best crab rangoon recipe, I didn't see sugar. I didn't see sugar as an option in there as for the recipe. Yeah. But that's the only reason why I put just a little bit of sugar in there. Not a whole lot.
Philadelphia cream cheese.
No. I think HEB's cream cheese is still good. The hubby just asked if I used, why I didn't use Philadelphia cream cheese. I think,
Philadelphia man here.
I know he was born in Philadelphia, but I would love to eat everything you are making today, but oh no, oh no. So you're allergic to fish, Nieces? I used the whole package of crab meat in this. And as you can see so far, the crab meat definitely is the largest amount in reference to the ingredients. I might have to add a smidge more of the cream cheese in here. Let's turn my fan on. I'm standing by a pot of oil that's heating up, and with my oven on, it's warmed up here in the kitchen. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add a little bit of don't want to miss out on that cream cheese flavor. And again, you want to make sure everything's nice and incorporated, because this recipe that I'm somewhat following, it calls not just for the Worcestershire sauce, but as an optional to make it even more savory, to add soy sauce to this. And I'm like, soy sauce? It does say that's optional. I didn't know, because every crab rangoon we've tried, and you would think adding soy sauce and even Worcestershire sauce would change the color of this, because most of what we see in the restaurants we've been to that we know that has crab rangoon, it's still fairly white. The filling is still fairly white. So that's interesting. Don't forget to smash that like button while you're here, please. Whew, it's a workout. You definitely don't want to get clumps of cream cheese, but I know some places that's all they offer is the cheese rangoon, not crab. All right. I see it bubbling. What? Oh, the Flyers? He's watching his hockey. All right. So if I remember correctly, nothing, I was just... Can you grab me a spoon? There are several different ways you can roll or wrap a rangoon. But we're going to keep this fairly simple. And you just put a little bit in the center. And how come that didn't work? Because these are a rectangle. Okay. All right. So we are going to make it very similar to... Watch your profanity. All right. So I'm used to working with the round wraps. I just now got it through my head that this is rectangle. So we are going to roll it almost like a lumpia. Is that even going to be feasible? All right, so I have to remove some of the filling. All right. Flap over, bring the inside in, keep rolling. And then basically you are just going to wet. I don't know how well this is going to work really. And then we got a mini lumpia or egg roll. Because the wrappers have like a flour coating on them. So let's try that again. Put a little bit of filling in. Flap over. I don't know if you guys can see this. You're going to bring the wrapper in. And then you're going to keep rolling. And then you wet the ends. And they, woohoo! Yay! We got 20 likes on the live. Woohoo! All right, so the other thing that I'm going to try is basically just doing that. It's just bringing it together like that. Forgot what they were calling these, because like I said, on the wrapper, the packaging that it comes with, or at least I thought it did. All right, so let's try another one. That in the center, and then just bring everything to the center. And then all I'm doing is squeezing it right here to keep the shape. I don't know how well it's going to hold it once I start frying this. I don't know if I was supposed to wet it. So let me... I might have to... So let me do that. Wetting all the edges. I think that's what I was supposed to do. So the
Basically flour out anyway once you drop in the fry,
yeah, I think that's why it's gonna pop open. And then just bring everything together. Whoops, I got some of the filling in there. I got some of the filling right there. So again, I don't know how much this is gonna stay. I don't know if I was supposed to. Hey Carl, good evening. This time what I'm doing slightly different on the rolled up one is I'm pressing the edge right here before I continue rolling it. Oh, I'm sorry, before I pull it in and continue rolling it.
taste of cake.
All right, let's do, is that one or two? Uh-oh, it's open right there. I might have had too much. So I don't know what's going to happen on this one. Let's double it up. Connect me. All right, so this one has double double the the shell on it. All right. Let me test one out. Hey, Colleen. We are about to throw in the first rangoon into the pot. How are you? But I've got one that's rolled up like a lumpia or egg roll. And then I got these drops. So let's go and see if it's ready. Nope. Not ready. So let's go ahead and roll some more. I'm trying to figure out what is the best way to, well, you guys can see what I'm still doing, to roll these. Because I didn't pay attention to the fact that this is a rectangle compared to the round ones I've used before. I was a little torn about how to roll these. All right, so flap up, press down at the edge, bring the edges in, and then roll some more. Just like a lumpia. We seal the edge on it. Just wetting it becomes a little bit of like a, to help seal it. That's why I'm a little concerned, because I what do you call that? Only a couple of them did I seal. So let's make one more drop. Again, if you guys can see the white stuff on the wrapper, all this that's like a flour on there, when you wet it, that's what's helping to create like a paste. I just gotta be careful not to put too much. That's the thing. Don't want to put too little. Don't want to put too much. And then I'm just basically pinching it right there at the top to create the drop. Nope, still isn't ready. Let me see. I don't know if I can do this with the, because when I tried to bring it across like this, see how it doesn't even make an even, if I try to do it like this, it's not even. So that's why I'm like, okay, how am I supposed to roll this stuff?
Come on.
So I'm going to stick with the egg roll, because I'm afraid these right here are going to open once I put them in the fryer. And the good thing about doing it this way too is pretty much every bite you're going to be getting the filling. Alright, So we got our egg roll wraps, and we've got our drops. I really hope these stay. I mean, they're holding form right now, so I hope they stay. I'm just waiting for the pan to continue to heat up so we can go ahead and start frying this. And then what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to make all of this, I'm going to put this in the fridge so that way I can make some when we're ready to have some over the next day or so. And it looks like we've got about 6 minutes left on the pie. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Can you wipe the other bowl?
I did.
And this one too?
I did.
Come on, oil. Come on. Heat it up. Heat up. Heat up. Heat up.
You don't shoot out right now, right?
What?
I
Oh,
said, you know,
for the
you don't
game?
shoot out right now, right?
Uh-oh. Here's the pie. Let me turn my oven light on.
You said you got big food.
Hmm?
I thought you said you got big food.
No, I didn't. That should fit in the sandwich.
It won't. It's too thick.
Alright, so what I'm going to do now is, which I actually meant to do this a little bit sooner. Still very jiggly. Is I'm removing the foil from the edges. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. One is not letting go. Come on. Give me my foil. No. Why? No. Maybe I whisked this too much. I'm just trying to remove the foil, and some of it is sticking to the crust. No, get back up there. Darn it. Smells good. I lost part of the crust. Come on. Why aren't you heating up? I should have used the other side. Oh, look at that. We are almost ready to hit 30 likes. Come on. And the cool thing about when it comes to doing the crab rangoon is you can actually bake these. To be a little bit more on the healthy side, you don't have to fry it. You can actually bake these. See, it should be ready. Because I don't want to make it too hot because then it's going to fry it too quickly and it's going to burn it. I'm just getting my strainer ready. All right. All right, we got one in there. Yeah. So as I was removing the foil from the pie, the edge, I lost some of my pie crust. On one hand, so far, looks like only one is kind of seeping the filling. Or the filling is seeping, seeping the filling. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? Seeping the filling. Yep, Definitely is busting open. I still have my heat set to medium. They are turning a nice golden color. Mario! Yes, it's been a minute. How's it going? Half a day. Happy holidays. I've got crab rangoon in the fryer. Okay, where's the other? And there's the custard pie. Woo. All right, let's take this one out. Nope, that one busted right there too. Woo. Oh boy. Yep. That one busted for sure. I'm afraid to try and fry the others. That was the crab meat that busted out of the one of them that I was getting ready to take out. So I'm afraid to try and fry this one. I'm afraid to. Let's do one and see. Hopefully it doesn't bust open.
Put it on speaker thing you put it on, and
I'll be ready to scoop it out if it does. You guys can see the pie over here. It says it's still going to be jiggly when it comes out. It's definitely jiggly. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. You see it jiggle? Can you guys see it jiggle? Uh-oh. Stay on that side to cook. Because it's... Stay. Just like a banana donut. Alright, let's drop the rest. It seems to be holding. So they're all not fully submerged. So I'm having to carefully rotate them if they'll. One definitely is blossoming in here. I think I'm going to go ahead and I don't know if you guys can see that or not. One has blossomed a little bit.
The other one, I'll open it, you put it in.
No.
The longer it's in there, the more the inside will be.
Yeah. But the first one that I put in there looks good. Yeah. The first drop. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Like I said, that one right there has blossomed a little bit. And I'm having a hard time flipping it to the other side. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Cooking good, cooking nicely, cooking nicely. And ooh, that one's hot. And because it's got the sprinkled crab meat in there, when one of them busted, well, kind of busted, when I was getting ready to take it out of the fryer. And then it's starting to look at that. There is my custard pie. Alrighty, looky. We hit 30. Woohoo, thank you guys for the 30 likes. But it did say, you know, it'll still jiggle, which it's still jiggling, which is good. It's just not over jiggling. Can't wait to try that. But of course, we're supposed to let it cool and chill in the fridge. So we won't know what it looks like in the middle and all of that until this has a chance to sit in the fridge to chill. But I will take a picture. I will take a picture so you guys can see the results of the inside. Maybe. Ooh, this hat is making me hot. The thing about these Santa hats, they definitely keep your head warm. All right, turning this off, getting the last of my crab rangoon out of the fryer. So there's the crab rangoon. I know it looks, but if you guys can smell this. All right. So this is one of the first ones. Can you guys hear that? All right, let me get, we cannot have a crab rangoon without something to dip it in. And so I got this sweet chili sauce. We've used this before on other things. So we are going to get some. Let's go ahead and open this up. See all those peppers in there? That's the thing about when it says it's sweet. It does help to reduce the heat of the peppers. Can you smell it? I smell the sweet and the pepper. Woo! But then I also do have another one we've also used before as a dipping sauce was the Panda Express one. All right. Oh, look at that. Cheers. All right, I'm going to try it without the dipping sauce first. Okay, so it's missing something. Maybe it's the sauce. It's definitely not the recipe from Firewalk in Alaska, that's for sure. Better with the sauce for sure. Baby, want to come try this? So it's the dipping sauce right now, the one we've used before. You want to try it without the sauce first? Oh. It's missing something, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the Worcestershire.
Yeah.
Is it Worcestershire? Worcestershire.
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 Ask my father. They'll tell you.
Worcestershire. 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 How is it with the... But it's still good, right?
Mm.
It's good with the sauce. I'm wondering if that sauce will be better. That's the Panda Express one. But again, there you go. And then this one opened up. Look, it's got wings. It's got wings, babe.
Yeah.
So we have the ones that I rolled like a lumpia. This one busted a little bit. So ones that looks like a lumpia, and then I got the drops, which the wings opened up on this one, but it's supposed to look like that. But those are my crab rangoons with sweet and sour sauce. Actually, we use the sweet chili sauce for the dipping. And then we have the custard pie, which is still cooling down before I put this into the fridge to chill. And again, I will take a picture for y'all to see. Until then, that is my cooking for today. crab rangoon and custard pie. I really do hope my custard pie comes out good because, like I said, it's been a few years since I've made it, and I was told it was okay. So we'll see how this one comes up because it is a different recipe. And I will include the recipe in the description box. So if you guys want to try it out, let me know. Let me know if any of the cooking videos, live streams that I've done, if you guys try it, let me know. All right, we are sitting at, wait, did I already say give the bell? We got 30 likes, yay! um, but thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching what I have to cook for y'all to share. And the ups and the downs on whether something comes out the way I hope it to. But keep coming back. Don't forget to smash that like button on the way out. Y'all stay safe out there. Happy holidays. I will catch you on another video or live stream, which I for sure will be doing even before Christmas. Until then, adios for now. Bye everyone. Thank you so much. Si tu es ma Aussie.